I want to really, yeah. When she gets in it, drop the thing.
It started with Venezuela, looks like it's moving into Greenland and potentially even Canada. America is not stopping till they get what they want. Yeah, this is a pretty funny video. Trump gives a speech for another press conference now, and it's just phenomenal. Goes after Tim Walz, Kamala, Gavin Newsom, says that they might be using military action to get Greenland, but then they also might buy it. There's a lot of stuff in this video. I hope you stick around for the full thing. Here we go.
I'd be happy for the country. They've been after this guy for years and years and years. And, he's a violent guy. He gets up there and he tries to imitate my dance a little bit.
Maduro.
But he's a violent guy, and he's killed millions of people. He's tortured. They have a torture chamber in the middle of Caracas.
And there's people in America that are going, let him go, let Maduro, free Maduro. Dude was torturing people in his own country, out in the open. It's disgusting. It's crazy. So we should actually be thanking Trump for what he did. Then you've got the White House saying that they are actually... It's always an option. The military is always an option at the commander-in-chief's disposal, the White House says in a statement in regards to Greenland. President Trump has made it well known that acquiring Greenland is a national security priority of the United States, and it's vital to deter our adversaries in the Arctic region. Yeah, but then there's other reports saying that the Trump administration reportedly considering purchasing Greenland from Denmark, forming a compact or free association with the island. So it does feel like something is going to happen regardless, probably in the next 30 days or 60 days involving Greenland.
Do you think Walz could pass a cognitive test, as an example? Do you think Kamala could? I don't think Gavin could. He's got a good line of crap, but other than that, he couldn't pass.
And this is actually... now sparked the interest of Gavin Newsom himself. He says, person, woman, man, camera, TV. Hey, Donald Trump, if you're so confident, let's do it. Name your time and place. Which is kind of weird because you don't need to go and do a cognitive test with the president. You could just go and get it done. You're the governor of California. I'm sure it's not hard for you to figure out exactly what kind of cognitive tests he got done and mimic it for yourself and then release the information and be transparent about it. So kind of weird. Gavin Newsom, is his fate going to be similar as what Tim Walz's is? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below.
By the way, Venezuela, everyone, they're marching in the streets. They love it, except in New York. I mean, where they find these people? These people, they're not like, these people are a mess. I know it's not nice to say that. These people are a mess. Where do they find these people? They're the worst looking people I've ever seen. They got hats that are all frayed and they look like, they're all paid. They don't even know what they're talking. When the reporters don't interview them because they know that it's, the press is so anti. It's hard to believe the press could be so anti because it's all common sense. It's not, we're conservative, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're all common sense people. It's not even conservative. It's common sense. But the press has no credibility whatsoever. Think of it. I got 97% bad stories on one network, 93% on the other, and I won in a landslide. You know what that means? The press has no credibility.
No credibility. It's slipping through the cracks. We know that the media is doing everything they can to go after Republicans, to go after the conservative values in America and frankly in North America to push their woke ideology. And so what Trump is doing right now, draining the swamp, I mean, it's different than 5 years ago, 6 years ago. He's doing, I think, a much better job right now. He's got the experience. He's surrounded himself with the right people. And frankly, he's out of fucks to give. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? I don't think Trump cares what people think of him now. He's not playing that game. He's not there to make friends. He's there to literally work for the American people. And he's showing time and time again that that's nothing but true.
And she gets up and they put a little tiny thing like this, little thing, and My wife, by the way, my wife hates when I do this. She said, she's a very classy person, right? She said, it's so unpresidential. I said, but I did become president. She hates when I dance. I said, everybody wants me to dance. Darling, it's not presidential. She actually said, could you imagine FDR dancing? She said that to me. And I said, there's a long history that perhaps she doesn't know. Because he was an elegant fellow, even as a Democrat, right? He was the attack by Japan, he was quite elegant. But he wouldn't be doing this. But nor would too many others. But she says, darling, please, the weightlifting is terrible. And I have to say this, the dancing they really like. She said they don't like it, they're just being nice to you. I said, that's not right. The place goes crazy. They're screaming, dance, please. But
to be fair, people love it when Trump dances. It's just it's his move. It's iconic. He's coined it. It's phenomenal. It's not that it's great dancing. It's that it's his dancing. It is what it is. I mean, it's not as bad as Elaine Bennis from Seinfeld. I don't know what the hell she was doing, but it's Trump's dance, man. People do it all the time. They do it in NFL celebrations. People do it at weddings. People love it. People love it. And they're only going to continue to love it even more.
The weightlifting. But no, the girl gets up. And you see, I want to be more, but I have somebody watching. I want to be more effusive. I want to really, But she gets it. Drops the thing, walks off the stage crying. Her mother's crying, her father's crying. Guy gets up. He said, have you lifted before? A little bit. And he walks up. Bing. He could have gone ding, 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 ding. I think it was 112 pounds, right? It's crazy.
I fucking love this guy. Every time he freaking talks, I could just sit here and I could watch him. Instead of a movie for 2.5 hours, I could just watch Trump talk. He is so entertaining. Oh my goodness.
You ought to have voter ID. You ought to insist on it. You ought to insist on it. Can you imagine? In California, they not only don't have voter ID, but if an official at the voting booths, which they don't have, by the way, because it's all mailed, if an official, a voting official, even asks somebody for voter ID, sir, would like to see your identification. Do you come from our country? They put him in jail for tampering with the election.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay? We got to straighten this out before it gets too crazy. California is more corrupt than any place. California is more corrupt than Minnesota. And I won Minnesota. Well, Tom's going, I think so. Well, it's close. It can't be proportionately, probably nothing's more corrupt, right?
We got to win something.
Yeah, right. He says you got to win. I'll tell you what, I did great there 3 times. I was surprised 3 times that those elections are corrupt. They got you one time, too. But I heard a long time ago, but they got you. But they got to straighten those out. But we have to have voter ID. And, when you confront a Democrat about voter ID, like in a debate or something, I said it a couple of times with Biden, and it's just one, they're very embarrassed when they say, we want voter ID, voter identification. The only reason somebody doesn't want that is because they want to cheat. Our elections are crooked as hell. And you can not only win elections over that, and not only win future elections, but you'll win every debate because the public is really angry about it. And you ought to pass the SAFE Act, or whatever you're going to call it. Are we going to SAVE Act or the Save America Act? I think we're going to change the name a little bit. You're going to put that up for a vote? I think everybody in this room certainly should do it. And it's a bad vote for them because they're voting against things like voter ID and other things that are almost equal to voter ID. But when somebody says, no, we don't want voter ID, that means they're crooked. And the public understands it. You win elections with that. But I think it would be really important, Save America Act if you would put that up for a vote. It's got my total endorsement. And all it is common sense things about the election. And they'll fight it like crazy because they cheat. That's the only way they can.
I don't understand how this is even a controversial take. Voter ID is kind of the litmus test for knowing if people are retarded or not. Like, is there any other way to say it? If you're against showing your identification and proving that you are whom you say you are when you go to vote in a democratic or society or in elections, if you're against that, then what the hell are you trying to accomplish? Clearly, people are going to assume with common sense that you're trying to have some sort of fraud. You're trying to scam the system. It's not that complicated. It really isn't.
But the United States proved once again that we have the most powerful, most lethal, most sophisticated, and most fearsome. It's a fearsome military on planet Earth, and it's not even close. You know, I've been saying it for a long time. Nobody can take us. Nobody. We don't want to have it. We don't have a discussion, but you read all and you see everything else. Nobody could have done that. Nobody has our weapons. Nobody has the quality of our weapons. I'd much rather do live television than do non-live because, like, when they say, as an example in my speech, peacefully and patriotically to the Capitol, peacefully and patriotically. Do you know that the Unselect Committee didn't report it, that I said those words? Do you know that the news never reported the words walk or march peacefully and patriotically to the Capitol? Do you know they never reported it? It's a scandal. The Unselect Committee never reported that. They never reported that Nancy Pelosi was offered 10,000 soldiers, National Guard soldiers, whatever you want. No, I don't want them. And the mayor. The mayors were in writing. She was more honorable about it. But Nancy got caught when her daughter did a documentary. She's a documentarist. And she has her mother saying, it's my fault. I should have taken the soldiers or something. I saw that in the documentary. I said, whoa, this was a major story. Has she spoken to her daughter since that, you know? But they just, you know, they are vicious people.
I don't really know why we're still talking about January 6th. I thought that we kind of got past that. We realized the media covered a lot of things up. They tried to push a narrative. It wasn't anything to what the media was saying it was. It wasn't an insurrection. It wasn't any of those. Aren't we past that point? Or is that just like the weird bubble that I'm in? Because I'm frankly fed up of when Democrats, when left-leaning radicals try to say, oh, yeah, but January 6th, you tried to overthrow the government. No, dude, like I'm a pretty centrist person myself. I've seen the footage, the raw, unedited footage of people being invited in and saying, hey, come this way, make your way into the Capitol. And they left out a bunch of things that Trump said. They literally chopped up footage to make it look like he said one thing when he didn't. Super bizarre that it's still a discussion to this day. But maybe we can look forward to the day where the left stops trying to weaponize it.
No tax on tips. No tax on Social Security. No tax on overtime. Now think of this. No tax on tips. No tax for seniors on Social Security. No tax on overtime. You're allowed to deduct if you buy a car and you take out a loan on the car. For the first time ever, middle-income people, all people can deduct, but they never got a deduction before like this. It's only for rich people. They got them. They have so many deductions. You're allowed to deduct the interest against your taxes. Nobody thought it was possible. It's going to be phenomenal for the car companies, but it's even more phenomenal for the people. It's like getting it's like paying half for the car. All of these things, you have so much ammunition. All you have to do is sell it.
Let me know down in the comments what clip that we just took a look at was your favorite from today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. God bless America and God bless Trump.